Hey, this is Makai Block with Limitless North. I want to talk to you today about growing a business. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a small business owner, as someone that is pursuing your passion, you want to learn how to build a business around your passion, around your idea, and then you have to learn how to grow that business, how to actually make it pay off and how to scale it up. And this is a thing that everybody struggles with, especially as you're first starting out. You have this idea in your head, you really want to pursue it, but you have no idea how to actually turn it into a business that's profitable, that grows, and that's going to be lucrative for a long time for you. And it's really important to learn these things. As an entrepreneur, you have to invest a lot of time into marketing. You have to invest a lot of time into learning to sell. And you have to invest a lot of time into learning to manage. These are probably the three biggest areas that you can learn as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. So the first is marketing. You have to know how to tell your story, you have to know how to market your product, and you have to know how to actually just bring people to the product or service that you're selling or promoting. And that's one of the biggest things. I would really encourage you to invest a lot of time and a lot of effort and energy into learning the process of marketing. You might think you have a handle on it, but if you don't know how to drive customers to your product, at the end of the day, you have nothing. And so it's really important to invest a lot of time into learning the market. The next thing is selling. As an entrepreneur, you have to be good at selling. If you don't know how to sell your product, it's over. And you might think, well, that's not my strong suit and I'll just find somebody else to do that for me. But that's not how it works. The way it works is you have to be good at these areas. So you really have to invest a lot of time and effort into learning how to sell. The better you are at selling, the better off your business is going to be. And trust me, it's daunting, of course. Like, nobody really wants to learn sales unless that's just your natural attitude. But if it's not, I know it's a daunting thing. I know it's very intimidating to have to go sell and devote your time and energy to that. But as you learn this process, it becomes addicting. It becomes really fun to learn how to close people, to learn how to really relate to your potential clients and your leads and your prospects and follow up with them. And every time you hear a yes, it's just a confidence booster, and it makes you want to pursue your business that much harder. And not only that, but it makes you feel effective. And the more effective you feel as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, the more effective you're going to be. So it's positive reinforcement. Every time a customer says yes to you, you feel like you're on top of the world, but you also feel like you're capable and able and that you actually deserve to have a business, which is an amazing feeling. And so I really want to encourage you to start learning how to sell. Pay attention to guys like Brian Tracy, Grant Cardone, other guys that are very, very well versed in selling and learning how to close, how to prospect, how to bring leads. And this is all part of marketing as well. I mean, if you learn how to bring people to you, you want to be able to close them on the spot. So once you learn how to market and once you learn how to sell, the next thing is learning how to manage. And that's whether or not you have people working under you. Obviously, you need to learn how to manage well. You need to learn how to plan well. But even if it's just going to be you, if you're going to be a solopreneur, you have to learn how to delegate tasks to other people and leverage yourself. And this is outsourcing. This is a huge topic in the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. So if you need a good place to start, I would definitely recommend that book as a starting place to learn how to delegate, learn how to outsource, and learn how to leverage yourself. And leveraging yourself just means making yourself be in more than one spot at once and putting your efforts into more people aside from just you. Because as a solo entrepreneur, you're going to have a certain amount of stuff that you can get done every day, a certain amount of effort that you can put into things, but you're going to realize that there are so many more tasks that need to get done in order to have a successful practice, a successful business, a successful product. And so you want to learn how to focus on the most important things for you and then delegate the rest of that stuff out to a virtual assistant, out to an actual assistant that comes in and helps you, or to a worker that's underneath you. Those are the things that you really have to learn if you want to have a successful business, right? So the next thing is there's a term called scalability, and this is such an important term to learn as an entrepreneur or as a business owner. You want to test all of your ideas, and it's very important to be creative, to have the ideas coming into your head about how you can grow your business, what you can do to pursue new people, how to bring new leads in, how to reach your demographic and interact with them, all of these things, how to improve your product. And you're going to have these ideas that come into your head over and over and over again. And it's really important to learn how to actually take those ideas and test them, because it doesn't do you no good whatsoever if you have these ideas coming in and you just leave them on the piece of paper. You leave them in your notes or in your journal and you never really attempt them, right? So you want to test these ideas and see what kind of return you get for the value, for the time, for the effort, for the money that you put into each one of them. But it's really important to realize that you're going to have a lot of ideas to test, right? So if you're putting all of your effort and all of your energy into doing these things on a large scale first, many of them are going to fail. Many of them are going to be right for later on down the road, or for a different product, or for a different demographic. And there's going to be a very small handful that are perfect for right now, at this time, for the demographic that you're reaching, for the stage that you're at in your company. And the only way to really learn that is by testing them and seeing which ones are going to work and which ones aren't. And so you have to have a sorting method of saying, well, this one works here right now, I can enact this one. These ones do, these ones don't. These ones are going to be great for later, but I'm not there yet. Oh, this would be perfect for another product. So you want to start discerning that. But the idea is that if you're enacting all these on a large scale, you're going to get burnt out, you're going to run out of resources, you're going to run out of time, and the sheer number of them that don't apply right now and that are going to fail is probably going to just dishearten you and knock you off your path. And so you want to learn how to test these things on a small level first. And what you do is you put the ones that actually work off to the side, and you know which ones you're going to focus on, and then you go back to them and you start enacting them larger and larger, and you scale them up. And some of them are going to work really well to scale, some of them aren't going to work. But the ones that you can put more resources into and they will continue to give you results back, those are the ones that you want to focus on, and those are the ones you want to double down on. So you start cutting out all the rest of your tasks that don't give you the return that you're looking for. It's not that you can't get them done, but you delegate them, or you just put them in a different level of priority and you get them done at a later time, but not while you're working, right? So while you're working, while you have your workday, while you have this focused energy, you want to put it into the tasks that are going to give you the greatest return on your effort and the greatest return on your finances that you put into it. So you start to market it, you test it, you test it, you test it, and as you see that you can make something profitable out of one of these ideas that you're pursuing, then you invest more time and more resources into it, and you continue to grow it and scale it up. You reach more people through it, you put more resources into it, and you see a greater return come into it. And if you just do that, if you just focus on the ideas that you have that actually give you a great return on your investment, and you cut out all the rest, or you delegate all the rest and don't put your own efforts into that, you're going to see that your business starts to grow rapidly. And that is how you build a successful business. Many businesses fail for two reasons. Lack of action, number one, so somebody just doesn't know what to do. They have these ideas, but they don't act on them. Or number two, just being burnt out and losing resources. And so people test these things over and over and over again, but they do them on such a large scale that they lose all their money and all their resources before they've had a chance to see what really works for the company. And you have to realize, as an entrepreneur, you're going to test a lot of ideas. That is basically what your job is testing things until you figure out how to be a master marketer or a master seller. That is the thing that you're going to go through every day, is testing ideas and seeing what works. And it's a beautiful moment in time when you get to a place where you know what works for your business. And of course, you're going to go through this evolution of your business where things work for a time and then they're going to stop working and you have to enact new ideas. But it's a great process to learn, to test small and then to scale up. And once you know the things that work, it's a beautiful place to be in, because you now have a successful, thriving business. And the more time and the more effort and the more resources you put into those tasks and those ideas that pay off, the bigger your company can grow, the more return you're going to get on it, and the better off you're going to be in the long run. And so that's how you build and grow a successful business. You focus on the ideas that actually work for right here and now. You find out which ones those are by testing them small first, and run tests on them, run marketing tests on them, run actual face-to-face tests on them personally with your customers. See which ones work, and then just focus on those. Be very efficient in devoting your time to the things that work. Double down on what works, cut out the rest, or delegate the rest. So learn to market, learn to sell, and then learn to manage, delegate, outsource, all of the above. Those are the things that are going to make you successful as a business owner and as an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about this subject, I'd love to answer your questions. Leave a comment in the section below, and I'll get back to you at some point. We can talk through details. We can go a little bit more in depth with it. I'll also have a lot more videos recorded that go into more depth on how to build a good business, the struggles that I've encountered as I've built my businesses, the things that I've had to overcome, and the things that have worked really well for me. And I'm really excited to share this journey with you guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please like the video, please subscribe, please share it with a friend, because you never know who it's going to impact and how it can help a community of people grow up together. So thank you again for watching. My name is Makai Block, and this is Limitless North.